bloody kidding me? See, this is why this was a test stream. I just alt tab. I've been talking to myself for the past hour, and I thought I was doing quite well. But yeah, no, I thought the stream was live this past hour, but I hadn't clicked the little button there that says go live. Excellent. Well, we've been playing on an American server there, and actually had some decent games. It's just lost to time now. So we'll see if we can replicate some of that. God, I can't believe I did that.
And then just pushed into their main.
So yeah, we're playing on American servers because the Australian ones aren't active at the moment. Last I checked, anyway. Ah, look at that, they're full right now. So I'm just going to stay on the American server for the moment.
Although, Fade put in work last game.
Yeah, you're lucky I never got a shot
for you achievement.
I was saving everything for Gundam.
I'm more mad at
So just waiting for... What are we waiting for? The American servers have some sort of timer?
Going after the shells.
Yeah.
Go harder, please.
He knew to.
God, I'm gonna have to like go over a whole bunch of stuff that I said previously when I thought I was live.
My previous visions.
Go north.
You were on his radar, so when I called it out, he looked at your the radar and seen that you went.
Can tell I've never done it before, eh?
And he just came around, just launched everything.
So you'll see, most games. Oh, hang on, I've got a whole bunch of skulks coming this way.
You know what?
Objective completed. Objective completed. Structure and waypoint.
There we go.
Yeah, I got dinner coming in like the next 15 minutes. So.
Objective completed.
Damn it.
Good luck.
Not quite sure though, there's so many of them going there. But yeah, you'll see most games, Marines will split up evenly. You'll get them go to their naturals there, which in this case is Skylights and Topo. That's res nodes that are closest to the base. And we want to try and keep a long sight line here, because if they start running at us...
Build structure and waypoint.
I'm going to protect this guy so he can build that node. There's more skulks hiding just in wet structure in there. Watch these guys get ambushed. You can hear them through the walls. In NS2, sound is a very big thing.
Objective completed.
So, like holding control, for instance, means that you move quiet. It's not going to make any sound whatsoever. Aliens could do the same thing. Hopefully I can get you certain alien gameplay later. I thought I already had. So I've got a little keyboard thing at the top of the screen there. The intent behind that was to show you how to do the movement as aliens. Because that's quite complex. You'll see a lot of... Hang on.
Soldiers are under attack.
You see a lot of new players struggle with the movement with aliens.
Soldiers are under attack.
What the fuck, dude?
It's 2 skulks.
It's like they know, dude. I need to change my name.
So you want to be careful when you reload, because it makes you an easy target. All things considered, doing okay. Marine isn't as good as my alien gameplay, in all honesty.
Your base is under attack.
I mostly played Lurk.
Yeah, it really was. It was all teamwork and strategy because there was no skill.
Skylights.
So it looks like we're doing pretty well on the west side of the map.
Your base is under attack.
So, see what happens here. Make a quick shortcut through here. Hope there's no skulk.
Make sure you guys kill the sis. If you're not good at killing the skull and you're having troubles, be a fag.
Gonna
Don't
cut
kill
through.
their sis. Does that cost them a lot of money?
See what happens there. No, he
yeah.
won. Alright, so we're gonna go down to Dome there. Cut through into Nanogrid. Maybe see if we can bully a
Alright, I'm
gorge.
in there, man.
Usually
Your
the
base
aliens
is
will...
under attack.
Usually the aliens will send a gorge up to Nanogrid there to try and build up some res nodes.
I need a med pack.
Very valuable to hold nanogrid because it's got 2 nodes in it.
Zero, you can't be mid set.
Soldiers
Yeah,
are
look, there's
under
a
attack.
gorge in here. I'm gonna die to it. Watch this.
Accuracy and I couldn't kill him.
Your base is
No,
under
no,
attack.
no, no. Let's get the jump in the tunnel. So that in the back of the room there, that's a gorge tunnel there. Gorges no longer drop them anymore. The commanders do, but that's gonna go straight to their base there. So they've set up a full base.
Excellent.
Objective completed.
Now, as Marine, if you can at all, you always want to make sure you buy a welder. Because as you can see down the bottom left, health is made up of armor and HP.
Mines are researching.
If you don't have any armor, you'll just die in 2 bites to any skulk.
Over's already down.
See if we can save this. No. Too slow.
Lurks are up behind you.
As someone just said there, they've got lurks.
Your base is under
Hopefully they're not too
attack.
good.
Everywhere, yes, like everywhere.
A lot of that, from what I've been seeing, I've been playing on this server for a little bit. There's only a handful of good aliens so far. Maybe they just haven't been playing. Oh, that guy was low. Fuck. That was so bad. Landed all the shots on that lurk because he was just sitting there on the ground. That's what you call ground lurking. Want to make sure you're always moving. I'll show you later if I get a game as lurk. But you want to make sure you do like a kind of pivot upwards, like after you bite a marine, to try and avoid their gun.
1, 2, 3, Melty, I have your welders here. Don't worry, I bought a new one. I got 2 welders here in Overlook. Anyone wanna grab them?
Yeah, they're doing okay over there in Piet. So I'm going to try and cut through into system there and hopefully not get assassinated by a lurk. Because they can do a glide if they hold spacebar, so you won't hear them coming.
Dude, they just killed me and ran away. Like, what the fuck?
I can kill a... Yeah, they started cargo, so we'll ignore that for the moment.
They're like ambushing me. They won't even fight me.
Dropping system when we have the rest. Stay there.
Damn it. Ah. As you can see, Marine aim is not very good.
Don't touch the gate. Monster needs reinforcement to system.
Your base is under attack.
Do we have shotguns yet? Americans tend to not like shotguns. They rush like advanced armory. It's kind of funny how you see that, like different regions play differently. I have a feeling there's another one in there.
Run to system waypointing. Go, 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 go.
Ah, that shit's gonna have
Moving the system.
So we're attempting to get a phase gate, which is a teleporter back to the Marine base. Just lets you set up a secondary base rather easily. That Skulk's gonna pop up over here.
Objective
He's
completed.
going for the res nodes, so I'll go and save
Your
that.
base is under attack.
I think you can probably hear my dog in the background there. I'll sort that out in a moment. Gets a bit grumpy sometimes. Quite old. Hang on, I better go deal with this.
Excellent.
Otherwise I'll start getting barked at. Give me a second.
Converge on an anvil to them. Let's go.
You have
go,
another
go,
lurk right now.
Go, 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 go.
Your base is under attack.
Excellent work. Good work. One more skull. Good work, good work.
Remarkably, I've not been killed by a Skulk while I was gone. Dog just wanted to go out. If I ignore her, she'll start barking at me.
Soldiers are under attack.
Cows up.
Need rest.
3 Skulks?
Well to kill, bitch.
Fades now too, so we really need shotguns. It's really the only way to kill life forms usually. Unless you're quite good at the rifle. Lurk behind. Oh, that one was actually low. There we go.
Soldiers are under attack.
So you want to be very careful if you lurk. You see what he did there? Oh, I got a fade too. Look at that. So as you can see, sound is very important in NS2.
Face from Nanago.
Your base is
That's the only reason I got that lurk, because I heard him coming behind us. He tried to sneak in when everyone was pushing cargo. And now, thankfully, we do have shotguns, so I'm going to pick up one of those.
Your base is
That
under
fade
attack.
complaining about my ping. So I'm not too sure it actually gives you an advantage or not, but, you know,
Need more meds, mate?
we'll see what happens.
Commander, I'm standing by.
Drop topo, please.
I can pick up the
Dropping
ones.
Your base is under attack.
Build structure and waypoint.
So C12's going down hard. Skulk biting the power and pipe. Losing
Objective
everything on the
completed.
west side of the map though. Yeah, I'm gonna cut through East Junction, help out Nano because it's gonna get attacked in a moment.
Weld the system gate.
And then probably see if we can recap Overlook. Yeah, there's a Skulk in here still.
Your base is under attack.
Yeah, I saw ya.
Skylights. Losing rep.
Can't do anything about it. Very deep vent this one. Took 2 more bites than I should have there. Oh, mine there.
Going
Okay.
main, who's up?
Jeez. Did not expect to be phasing back into a bloody war zone. That was the base.
Weld target at waypoint.
Can I get a Weldon base?
Push in. Welders on the ground.
Alright. That guy down there in cargo, he's just on a suicide mission. It may
Your
be,
base is under attack.
Pretty much. I got 66 reds.
Scoping Skylight soon.
oh man. Skulk on my head there.
Oh, excited.
The other two just bypassed us, they're going for Nano.
Your base is under attack.
Plus you weapons started at 7 minutes.
So see me have the map in my face, like at all times, basically. Unless I hear a Skulk.
There's a shrine. I'm pretty.
There's one going through the vent into Nano.
Your base is
He's
under
up there.
attack.
Come on, push in.
I need a love pack. Thanks. Oh, God,
behind it.
fuck, balls. Just like one,
Careful. He's either, you can see the vents on the map, they're yellow
Yes, you're gonna get
or orange.
Base is under attack.
dude. I'm scared. I'll run there. I won't forget them.
God, should have hit that one. That's easy.
Med pack.
See if we can recap C12 though.
Standing by. Build structure and waypoint.
Oh no, I wanted to face for
Alright, well, cargo's hurt. We're gonna have to get a board to get.
Objective completed.
Looks like they got a hive in pipe, so probably have a tunnel down
Soldiers
there.
are under attack.
Can't do anything about that on our own. Damn,
Nano?
not quite close enough. Finished him off with a pistol there. Oh, that was a good meat shot on that fade. He was so low. One more meat shot would have killed him.
Losing Overlook.
Gotta be very careful of shotguns if you're playing a lurk or fade. Because if a marine doesn't miss all their shots like
Your
me,
base is under attack.
then you're in trouble.
good. They're waiting for us to push it. What's the problem?
No problem, we'll have all updates and stuff before they're done.
Not the problem.
AA is soon done, dropping for labs immediately.
Your base is under attack.
Only a 10 there, really?
Don't check it, Rush.
Med
Yeah.
pack.
Don't go on a 10.
See, there's not really much to say about the marine gameplay. It's mostly aim and just positioning,
Your base
really.
is under attack.
The aliens is where the fun happens, in my opinion. get surrounded here. There was also a skulk sitting in the vent in Y junction too.
Need more meds?
It's like a little grate there they can sit behind and parasite you.
Back capping, so get someone else.
Oh, what?
Build structure at waypoint.
I'm going to C12 to read that. Going to C12 to read it.
System.
Objective completed.
Here they come.
This is 300.
Oh, that fade. 323.
You can actually play a fade.
Alright, template.
So, killing life forms is extremely valuable because they have, both teams, they have, personal res, which you can see down the bottom right there for myself, and I've been using that to buy weapons like shotguns
We got 7
and
on
welders.
We don't really need to as
So, they can only they can only get back their life forms a limited number of times. They'll end up running out of resources. It's all gained by, you can see we've got res nodes there in Topo, Skylights, Overlook, Subsector. So they're every so often they're generating. Hang on, let's jump through this phase gate. It's a meat grinder. Sometimes you just gotta jump through a gate like that. It's probably gonna be a death, but that's the only way to try and save it. If everyone jumps through at the same time, sometimes you can save it. Yeah, it looks like we did. Look at that. So, go for a HMG this time. Can't seem to aim the shotgun at the moment.
Under attack.
The attacks are researching.
They're going for nano.
Oh, dude, we have no armor
Again?
system. That's crazy.
Your base is under attack.
180. He was low.
That's right, mate.
So I'm assuming those others hit him too.
You know you can press shift and run while you're welding to match the
Your base is under attack.
Build structure at waypoint.
Mate, reported for hacking.
Objective
So
completed.
I'm making push for cargo, so I'll help with that.
Under attack.
That was a bad time to reload. Bad. We'll make sure you wall each other up. If you can get a chance to.
Your base is under attack.
Honestly, I think I prefer LMGs. They reload faster. And when you miss as much as I do, you gotta reload a lot.
Your base is under attack.
I need some ammo over here.
Well, this guy.
I need someone to cover me while I have the DL.
At least these two have shotguns. Only reason I'm not dead yet.
I'm gonna go back for a jet.
Hey, I need some ammo over here.
So yeah, you can call for ammo and meds. It gives the Marine Commander a notification. So they can press spacebar and jump over to you. I'm gonna back off here. I don't like that spot. Yep, good reason. Just gonna stick with the LMG and welder, I think. Looks like Nano needs help. No, all good. Really hoping to get a alien game. And with the mines, something some people don't know, like this, someone else here knows it, but yeah, you can kind of like shove it underneath the phase gate there. Grab that guy's shotgun.
I've kept your weapon.
I need some ammo over here.
Look at the score almost down like 10%. On the left side.
So yeah, when Marines die, you can see there
Pretty low right now.
they drop their weapons, so you don't lose them immediately. Aliens losing their life forms is far more deadly to the aliens.
Build structure and waypoint. Build structure and waypoint. Build structure and waypoint. Build structure and waypoint.
Okay, I get it.
Oh, now you want it. Now you want. Need to push them to some.
Con was spamming orders at me to build it.
Need some coverage while you build a hive.
You're done.
Objective
So
completed.
yeah, generally,
Structure and
I'm hoping
waypoint.
he's going to
Build
recycle one of our
structure and
gates.
waypoint.
Usually you just want to...
Oh, you mean this?
That is a really weird odd placement. I'm not even sure if that's going to work. Might be depowered because it's like glitched. Outside the map. So, the way he's built the armory like this, the idea is it locks Onos and makes it harder for other guys to get through, but also means our Exo can't get through. I'm not even sure if we can get through. No, we can't.
Your base is under attack.
Wow, that is actually pretty bad. Normally you want to build it so that that the Marines can fit through, but Onos and Exos, that sort of thing, can't. Help these Exos push up. Got the gorge. So it's worth remembering the Exos can't regen any health. They have to be welded by Marines. All of their health is armor. Some of the aliens are calling GG, so we might get our chance to... Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's fair. See, we had control of most of the map there. In an S2, kills are only part of it. The main thing is just res control. Sometimes you can have a couple players that are carrying the game, but, you know, if you've got a lot of people going and biting the res, it doesn't really matter. I'm pretty happy with that. I could have done a lot better with the shotgun. But overall, that wasn't too bad. 24, 28. Yeah, you can see there the RT graph. The whole time we've got more res than the aliens. I tend to find if the aliens can't hold at least 3 nodes, then they tend to lose the game. And you can also see the kill graph, Marines are through the roof the entire time.
To be said, you did
On map.
better on RRTs, you know. We had no res to do anything in our game. Lost no life forms.
They're voting for refinery. So that's kind of a good thing about the US servers. On the Oz servers, it's only ever like Vale, Summit, and Tram. Aussies are boring. We only vote for those maps. US will actually go for like all of the weird, unbalanced maps. So it mixes things up a little bit. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I only just looked at the chat there. I'm kind of getting used to that. So, yeah, last cookie, the hit registration NS2, I believe that's server side. Actually, yes, I'm almost 100% certain that it's server side. Hoping we can get an alien game here, because I want to at least get some actual gameplay on here. Glad to see you're still around, Last Cookie, by the way. I remember seeing you years ago. So, because I didn't actually show it before when I thought I was live, but I wasn't, So you'll see the way that I'm jumping around as Skulk, I'm constantly holding the control button, because that kind of gives you a little bit of extra speed. If I get rid of it, you see you stick to walls a bit more. It stops you from sticking, because you just drop. Just ignore that guy. Aw. God damn it. Could be alien. So, yeah, we're just waiting right now. Maybe... I'll go on Marine Comm. I can say, if we didn't have a comm, I can just jump in the comm chair. Yeah, most definitely has been a while. A lot of things have changed since then, though. That's why I wanted to give this a go. Actually, I was watching another YouTuber called Strider there. He's another NS2 YouTuber. He came back about a month or two ago, so I started watching some of his streams. Made me a bit nostalgic, so to speak.
Now I'm back down here.
I helped Luke prepare.
So this time around, obviously, the Australian internet's a bit better than it was back in 2016.
On low hive skill games, where the average
Yeah,
is
it's a
9
good idea.
I'd rather be lower high school than higher.
What are we waiting on? Aliens don't have a
think
comm.
I never want to play Marine Commander again. I
but
never
it-
had
I
9
literally
consecutive
cannot-
shit.
I cannot
Never
do
had 9
RPSs
consecutive
to
losses
save my
before.
life. I could do.
Alright, there we go. Finally. See if we can do better this round. I still want to at least try and get one alien game.
You like that fountain?
Had multiple of them before when I thought I was
Build
streaming.
structure and waypoint.
It's a flow down for the
Soldiers are moving forward.
Not too bad. That guy was just ignoring me because he wants to get to Chasm. You see those two?
We won mid
Yeah.
fight. We won lava. Yeah, then.
So,
Objective
as I was
completed.
saying, Aussies don't tend to vote for this map because they don't really like it. Generally speaking, it's a little bit more unbalanced than...
I need
A little bit more
fast
unbalanced than some of the other maps like Summit and Vale.
Yeah, they have more buffaloes in Italy now. That's the dream.
So that Skulk must have kind of set up the top there after that initial wave. So I didn't hear him coming anywhere.
It's because I just did some
Probably just crawling around in shift.
Mozzarella on, and I'm like, why is it not
It's
working?
one
right?
Skulk in Conduit and
Apparently
going to
not, just use
Turbine.
fresh mozzarella. Shoot on him.
I don't think he's camping, but we'll see.
No.
Nah, there he is up there, Chasm. He's coming back here to retreat.
Shoot X.
No,
Build structure and waypoint.
Your base is under attack.
it's two.
There's so many eggs.
Just try and shoot them underneath the little gap if you can. That was unfortunate.
You have cats.
Not enough people in Chasm.
I'm gonna head down to smelting if I can.
6 more people in castle.
Hey, Chasm's important.
Your base is under attack.
I'm gonna go
Drop the
sack
turbine, get
the
onto it.
Objective completed.
Oh, hey Strata. I was just talking about you. I was just talking about you, Strata. God. Gorges over there and bloody smelting.
I've got the I've got the smell. What?
When are you gonna upload something, Strata? I haven't been seeing anything showing up in a while.
Okay, slow down.
Objective completed.
Chocolate wrapper from our surface today, and my aim is on point.
Build
Your
structure
base
and
is
We
under
save
attack.
lava falls here. What time is it over there? Must be getting late, wouldn't it?
There you go.
Or early? I'm not sure which. Always forget what the time zone
Your
difference
base
is.
under attack.
Aim's on point. United said paper was that?
I turned around because there was a sculpt behind that pipe there that was trying to ambush me. Very clever.
Your base is under attack.
don't know if you were around before, Strider, but
Your base is under attack.
I tried streaming earlier. It was supposed to be about 6 o'clock, but I forgot to actually hit the go live button. I'm sure you know what it looks like, so YouTube had the little thing there with giving me the preview.
You want bottom up?
Yeah, I was actually talking about you fading. I used you as an example for how to do fade. Maybe I can show you how to do it if I actually get an alien game.
That's
can't
under
do
my
anything.
arrow.
No, I'm not gonna go in there. Just guaranteed death. Sounded like they got a hive in there and smelting. See if we can cut through to empty space, take out their node.
Your base is under attack.
Where'd he go? There we go.
Getting updates, trying to touch on.
I think they got the other one. $2:45, yeah. Are you always up that late? I used to be able to do that all the time years ago. Not these days.
Let's click over here.
Your base is under attack.
Fireworks.
Get mine
Now it's on the way.
maybe. Grenades, gas, drop gas. Without armor they can't do
Grenades
much.
after mines.
Your base is under attack.
5 blocks.
Yeah, you don't want to get locked into one thing. I know when I was watching one of your streams, there was a lot of people asking about it.
I'll ask him behind you.
And it's just great.
Objective completed.
I have a lot of fun with it myself, but I'm planning on playing a bit of Apex and
Grenades are on the way.
probably some Overwatch and a couple other FPS games, as well as some single player stuff too,
Incoming
down the
combo.
line.
Where are those orders?
False commander. Dropping exchange and false.
Can we... Never mind.
Let's go.
Stay there, Brad.
Your base is under attack.
Yeah, that Melty guy, I don't think I caught it because I thought I was streaming but wasn't, but that Melty guy is quite a good alien player. He was carrying his Fade one of the earlier games.
Your base is under attack.
Grenades are
Yeah, I'd hope that wasn't normal. At least it's a Saturday night for you.
2 in the chasm.
Your base is under attack.
Help these guys in smelting. This is like the worst spot, just tripping over each other.
Build structure and waypoint.
Your base is under attack.
Bloody Hydras behind me. That's a good Hydra setup. I remember that one. Because I play Gorge.
Objective completed.
Unfortunately, getting a bit of lag in that room too for some reason.
Your base is under attack.
Guys from Conda Turbine.
Seems like I'm getting enough hits. As long as I'm over 20%, I'm happy. Below that, it's kind of terrible.
Scanning, you're clear.
Your base is
But-
under attack.
Definitely shot better than this before.
Guys from Conda losing Turbine. Wow.
So do they have the node in
Your base
empty?
is under attack.
Got a Gorge wall there. So welders take out buildings a lot faster than everything else. Except for flamethrowers.
Your base is under attack.
See if you can get rid of them at all.
Build structure and waypoint.
Pro, appreciate
I'll
it.
probably put that
I'll
gate
be over
around
there
the
soon.
corner.
There's a skull behind this corner.
Always do the power first, guys. When it's
Hey, you don't need to be mechanically good to be able to play the game well, Cookie.
Here's some pipeline.
You just have to go learn positioning, res biting, or as you say, some sort of support lurk, throwing Umber and spores around. Oh my god. That wasn't the best spot to engage, sitting in the corner. Yeah, that's something you could learn from watching me, Strider. I would hope I would know that sort of stuff. The amount of time I put into this game.
Oh baby, it's a triple.
Yeah, Apex would be pretty good, but the ping difference might make it difficult.
Under attack.
Strider.
They're from the rabbit. They're from behind you. Behind you.
It's a double kill on that.
He's still here, I think.
He's running 70,
I don't know where he went though. Unless that was him. I thought there was another Skulk that went through this whole way.
He's stuck into it anyway. Phase up.
Yeah.
Build structure and waypoint.
Why is there a lurk biting the power in that room? He's dead. I'm gonna get him.
Objective completed.
Nah, not quite.
Once.
One Skulk in Chasm. No, he died. So that's one of the reasons why you want to have the map in your face at all times, like I do. Because you can see lurks that are trying to retreat on low HP. If I landed another 4 bullets, I reckon that would have killed him. Depending on how much the guys down there did. Let's see if we can go into smelting without lagging to death. Yeah, careful of that.
Soldiers are under attack.
Yeah, Gorgeous is biling us. And that's why mines are useful. Totally would have died there.
Oh, I found the crag in
Soldiers are under attack.
the crag. You see it? Again, it's
Not really much we can do aside from trying to assault smelting. I think we probably need arcs here. But I don't know if we have the res for it.
all dependent on smelting, so they're on the back road.
Fade is going for me.
Your base is under attack.
It's so hard to fight in there.
Don't recycle.
My FPS just keeps dropping as soon as I get anywhere near smelting. So I guess at least for the moment I'll just go and recap pipe. Actually, we need help in conduit. I'm going back there. Phase 3 conduit, guys.
Under attack.
Oh, why is there 2 armories in the roof?
There's one under
Oh, rip. That's crazy.
Your base is under attack.
Man, that lurk really wants that power dead, eh?
No, you're not.
They're just biting that again.
Yeah,
Your
it's
base
actually
is under attack.
now. Actually, no, mine's nothing.
Build structure and waypoint.
That's another thing I've noticed, difference between American servers and
Your base is under attack.
Australian ones is that Australians drop med packs, Americans drop armories. That's something that hasn't really changed.
Yeah, keep attacking smelting because we're under space gate.
I'm not sure if it's a live stream or not.
Your base is under attack.
Oh, hey Shimla. Good to see you here.
Your base is under attack.
Well, that that fade is low. The second one though.
Your
God.
base is under attack.
That was 300 on him. If I had one more meat shot, that would have killed him.
Stand back. Well targeted.
Got a 69 now.
Soldiers are under attack. Your base is under attack.
I think I hear a fade going through the vent, maybe. Damn it. That lurk on the power again.
He's gone.
He's dedicated, I'll give him that.
Just recycle the op.
Your
Losing
base is under attack.
As a lurk, you really don't want to be spending much time fighting structures. Well, that happens.
Your base is under attack.
That is a... yeah, that's a gorge going for conduit. I'm gonna die if I go back there. Just help with this.
Your base is under attack.
See? That's what happens if you don't manage your energy, Strider. That's why you need to do the jumping, the bunny hopping that I was trying to tell you. So that fade ran out of energy there.
Because people still busy in front of Smelly.
Your base is under attack.
Attacks on the way.
The chasing combo.
Drop some lines.
Your base is under attack.
So you're dropping it there. As a skulk, you're not going to see that. Try and shove them in corners like that. I'll probably get a kill with that, unless a fade hits it.
Your base is under attack.
Oh, that's a good meat shot. There we go. As a lurk, never straight line. See, that makes you an easy target. You want to be hugging walls, just going up and down, zigzagging. That room's kind of tricky though.
Soldiers
So if
are
at all
under
possible, you
attack.
probably just go
Your base
follow
is
the
under
roof.
attack.
It's kind of harder for Marines to look up than just at level, head height.
The same school came back.
Yeah, there's still heaps of Aussies playing it. In fact, Aussie server is full right now. I started playing too early.
Two gorgeous and
Your base is under attack.
A little bit. A little bit like watching in third person, yeah.
Turbine.
Your base is under attack.
So they're going for Chasm there, or Lava Falls. Not sure which. I'll go and try and stop him. Chasm.
Your base is under attack.
So we've got a Marine coming from that side, so I'm going to come from this side, try and cut him off. No doubt he'll try and retreat. No, friend got him. I will recap though.
In position. Build structure and waypoint.
So overall, definitely looks like we're winning.
because we're not on
So I'm expecting a desperation rush on one of our bases in
Objective completed.
containment.
and flow control.
Yeah, Adriel, they've been
Yeah,
doing a whole bunch of
second flow's not easy
updates to it.
Your base is
They don't have the
under
dev
attack.
team working on it. As far as I'm aware, they still have like a little community team. Ah, didn't reload my pistol.
You're empty and flow.
So they've made a whole bunch of changes. It's like a HMG in it. Mostly just rebalancing they focus on. Sometimes touching stuff that shouldn't have been touched.
By the way.
You know how it is.
Okay, I've gone to
Yeah, normally my Marine gameplay isn't the best. I'm definitely better at Alien,
Build structure and waypoint.
but I'm doing okay at the moment.
Okay. Dude, you're not going to push exchange
Exchange.
without parts. So exchange at the moment is only we're pushing smelling. That's the plan.
I really, really miss Evolve.
On the exit.
Your base is under attack.
Just one of a kind. Kind of ahead of its time. It's a shame it died like it did. Oh shit.
Your base is under attack.
See, that's how you want to move as a Skald. See how zigzagging like that makes it very hard to aim there, at least if you're me.
Your base is under attack.
Oh, we need to phase through immediately. Phase through if you can. Onos. I don't know which to bloody shoot at.
Build structure and waypoint.
Okay, I can't fight there. That's too much lag. I'm gonna go somewhere else. See if we can recap
Objective
Kazam.
completed.
As cool as it would be. Oh, hang on. Protect the phase gate.
Your base is under attack.
Not sure why you went for the res node. Kind of weird. No point going for the res node if there's a
Your
phase
base
gate.
is under attack.
I suppose that'll be my job for the moment, seeing as my computer can't
All good.
handle smelting.
It's fine.
Where are
Drop
those
turbo on
orders?
if you want.
Build structure and waypoint.
In the wall in the
Just go
exit.
straight. Just go straight to extraction, I think.
Your base is under attack.
On the exit, guys.
Yeah, I've still got some really old videos of the Evolve beta.
Objective completed.
Moving up. Main fine.
I hope eventually someone has another go at that sort of format. But I feel like Evolve probably scared a lot of them off.
Build structure and waypoint.
I heard you coming, mate.
Your base is under attack.
Again, another example of why sound is so important in NS2.
Med pack.
Alaska, get way back, dude. Aaron Chance,
Hey,
get way back.
Attainment. There's a skulk on the ops for some reason.
Objective completed.
Just trying to force us to beacon, I suppose, but it's not going to work with one skulk. Need to group up. Bet
Your
that's
base
that
is
same
under
guy.
attack.
What's his name? Andy. Hard to tell by the way people
Build
move
structure and
sometimes.
waypoint.
Just saw him. Get too distracted there.
Your base is under attack.
Just listening for him. I'm expecting him to drop on me.
If I go for the ops, I can get MVP maybe.
Objective completed.
Yeah, the performance is way better than it used to be. Some of that is I've got a better computer, but
You're gonna beat me, dude.
Build structure and waypoint.
there we go. Yeah,
Game.
that was a matter of time. Hopefully I get
Getting that MVP.
an Alien game now.
27.
So I actually want to get some lurk gameplay in here, but the game keeps deciding to put me on Marines. Probably not a bad thing. Need to practice my aim a bit.
That was a bit of a stomp from start to finish. I didn't know why.
So if we have a look, you can see the reason we won is quite plain. Again, Alien's not biting res enough. There was a few people, but it's really the same 2 people. So we're sitting on 4 nodes the entire time. As I said in the last game, Aliens really need to be sitting on 3 or higher, really. And again, yeah, that about lines up. Marines started getting tech advantage about that point. That's where the kills started getting out of control. So
You got someone rewarding?
it's Kodiak, yeah. Played that one in ages.
Yeah, really hard.
Let's see if I can remember offhand.
They were good. It's not.
My PC specs, that is. So my CPU is an i7 700K. I've got an AMD GPU. Something Vega. I can't remember the number. But yeah, back in the day when I had all my original videos and such, I was on a some of the early ones. I was sitting on an AMD like APU, so the GPU and CPU in the one, and that thing was just a piece of trash. I'm honestly surprised I managed to get anything off that. And you'll notice in a lot of those videos that the frame rate is extremely low, like it's below 30 in some cases.
Hey, it's an open map. There's a lot of open room for Marines.
That's
So let's see if I can briefly show Strider a little bit of the fade movement.
for a good
So, still got the keyboard showing up at the top left. So this is what you were doing on your stream, I noticed. So you're doing a lot of like holding right click, so you see the energy runs out extremely quickly. What you want to do, you hold control,
That's really nice.
do some of this, so you keep your momentum. You just tap spacebar every time you hit near the ground, so you can see you go much faster and use like basically no energy. Now, I'm nowhere near as good as Fade as I am at Lurk, but that's the basics. You get that, and then you can do everything else. The only other thing you want to do is, you know, attacking a Marine. It's kind of hard. Need to be out in the open. So, say there's a Marine in here. We want to go smack them, fly up in the air like that. Makes you very hard to hit. Same sort of thing as Skulk too. Kind of like dive bomb them, bite them, fly up in the air directly, pivot up. The same thing with the Skulk. Hold control, because it keeps your momentum a bit easier. It stops you from clinging to walls, so you just tap them with spacebar. You can probably hear my spacebar more than you can see the indicator there. It's very loud. But yeah, you keep a lot of speed if you do it this way. And it's a lot easier for me because I know a lot of the maps off by heart, because I've played just so much of this game, but you kind of find like all the posts and like best parts in the walls to travel around.
Maybe I'll try and load this map. Maybe.
Alright, now it's not bad.
And as Lurk, we'll show you some of that. So as Lurk, you don't want to spam spacebar like that. I'll probably show you some more when we act. Oh, come on! Game really wants me to play Marine, apparently.
Let's move out.
Got him.
Build structure and waypoint.
Like Quake, is it?
Good luck
Okay.
on something. Is that command start? They started in command, so let's focus on the north side.
There is a vent there, I need to be careful of that.
God, there's so many places I can be.
Always build the tower first, guys.
Soldiers are under attack.
Objective completed. Structure and waypoint.
I wouldn't have thought a Skulk could be similar to a game with guns, but that shows how little I know about Quake, I guess.
Soldiers are under attack.
Half my bullets were going into my teammate's head. Instead of actually into the Skulk.
Objective completed. Structure and
Yeah,
waypoint.
not to mention back then, Aussie internet I believe back then I was on like 7 megabits down and like 0.7 up. So videos, like a 20-minute video, used to take like 4 or 5 hours, and that wasn't even 1080.
Do you think like if you could tag?
Oh, the hit marker sounds are straight out from Quake. That's because it's from a mod. I picked that because I like the sound of it.
Yeah, like a fade maybe.
Like it even says in the mod options that it's a Quake hit sound.
Like 30 seconds, maybe a minute.
It's funny. I think they do have that in this game, but it's
Your base is under attack.
Just hang on. I did see some messages in the corner of my eye. Just wait till we have a moment.
Alright, what are we doing?
Yeah, you need to tilt the camera slightly up to keep the momentum. And obviously holding control is very important for Fade. No, Nanus 2, they made their own engine. Spark, they call it.
Coming.
Yeah.
they did. Yep.
I mean, if we just lane this and block the camera, that'll be pretty effective. No?
We really shouldn't be here. This is a pointless fight.
Nice observation, Commander.
I'm gonna leave these guys to die. I think.
So we might as well.
Just cap this
Build
node here.
structure and waypoint.
These are trees.
That was one blood off death.
These nuts.
I need some ammo over here.
I hear.
Objective completed.
I thought I did.
Your
Where'd he
base
go?
is under attack.
You know you get chocolate Filipino, but you can get what yogurt?
Chocolate covered ant.
Well, it might be Reaper,
Chocolate covered crickets.
because the original NS2 was a Half-Life 2 mod,
Sorry.
so it's quite possible they did base it off Quake originally.
You know how like there's some vegetarians that eat fish? What if you're a vegetarian but you make the exception for insects?
Yeah, I probably did say that, Cookie. That sounds right.
So apparently if we colonized Mars, eating crickets is actually viable.
Yeah, everything would just slow to a crawl whenever you try and upload. Suck up the entire bandwidth. Before they started rolling out NPN. National Broadband Network for you non-Australians.
Okay, so you're gonna tap those northeast.
Alright, I'm gonna go see if we can cap Northern Bio, because nothing's happening there. We're just getting a handful of skulks just charge in one by one in loading.
Dude, I've not even died yet, and it's 4 mins in, 5 mins.
Mines are ready. Put mines on the gate and
Where you
everywhere
guys,
when
where you
they're
guys
done.
going? Where you guys going? You
Your
fucking
base is under attack.
I got
Unknown
4.
raid with the scout there. Can you see the scout on power?
Good luck, Tom.
A lot of skulks like biting power nodes. Not quite sure why.
I need a med pack stat.
I'm just gonna take that rifle. Should get a skulk here in a second. And from behind, apparently. Clever girl.
There you go. I wanted to see that setup you got.
I gotta continue this stream until I at least get a couple alien games. That's my mission at the moment.
Build structure and waypoint.
Are you ready for the ops gate?
Not yet.
But yeah, I don't think this match will go too much longer. Aliens are on the back foot here.
Objective completed.
Probably trying to get their team to concede at the moment.
Under attack.
Over the gate there.
Oh, no, you won't let me.
Head this way.
I think so. This might be the best game for us.
For me, the time is 8:15 p.m.
I don't even know if there's
So there is a vent they can come out of, unless they moved it.
That might go
Your
against
base
the
is
tank.
under attack.
Build structure and waypoint.
I heard a skulk. Always go for the skulk first if you get a chance. He backed off.
Thank you, Con.
Totally could have got me there.
Yeah. Observation.
Your base is under attack.
I'm dead yet. That's alright. That was pretty good. Bad by a welder now.
Your base is under attack.
Yeah, north probably needs some help. Looks like we're doing okay down at the bottom.
Got full marine, Wiley and stuff.
How far off are we from phase gates?
We're a little bit heavy, especially as waiting for people to click on.
Right. Cool.
Build external walkway, we'll get a gate there. Build external walkway.
Do they have hangar bay?
Yeah, they do.
See if we can take out their node in northern.
Proceed to
It's like one of the
waypoint.
few places they can
It
actually.
no longer has a gorge, it only has a skull. It is
Yeah, I was just checking to see if they had the node in northern. Go push up to hangar.
Don't put it right in the front of the door because they can kill it really easy. Quick, around the corner.
Yeah, that's where we're standing.
Is their hive in there? I'm just gonna walk right on by.
You went under the waterfall.
Should be able to grab their attention.
There's a
Wait, we can just kill this. It's low. Now that is a big blow to aliens. Their harvesters are a lot harder to recover from. Probably should have had the torch on earlier.
Med pack.
It certainly would have helped.
Incoming lurk, incoming lurk.
Your base is
Proceed
under
to
attack.
waypoint.
You guys go, you guys go.
Need a weld before we go into obs.
Need observation.
Yeah, I just need a weld.
Proceed to waypoint.
Your base is under attack.
Well, we get the
Brad, go back.
Nat, do you want to head up this way? Oh, never mind.
Your base is under attack.
Figure I may as well start using the mic now,
Hydrogen might not be.
so we can actually get something happening. I had a skulk. That's a gorge.
Objective completed.
Your base is under attack.
Nah, it's a torch, mate.
Really wrong with it.
I need a med pack. Stand.
Damn.
Yeah, this is a really good spot
Usually
for
arc
arcing.
him.
We should definitely arc.
Could have killed him if the golem led me.
Build structure and waypoint.
Your base is under attack.
We can expect the third here.
Objective completed.
Why didn't I use the phase gate? That was really dumb. Staring at the map of the 50% of the time,
Build structure and
I
waypoint.
still didn't notice that there was a
Objective completed.
phase gate. Yeah.
Your base is under attack.
Once again, shooting the back of my teammate's head instead of the low. That fade is so low.
One more. Right here, please, knobs.
Probably get observation. I'll see you.
Your base is under attack.
Grab his attention.
Med pack.
Oh, they've got shade apparently.
Build structure and waypoint.
I'm not sure why none of them are using this vent.
Objective completed. Structure and waypoint.
Hang on, actually, I think I hear one.
Your
try
base
it for
is
it.
under attack.
He's dead. If that Marine with the shotgun can do anything. No.
Build structure at waypoint.
Got 200 on my own. Need to buy a shotgun. And I don't trust this fan, so let's infestation on there. You can't place mines on infestation.
Your base is under attack.
Let's scan this. What is that weird effect? What the hell? Never seen that. What the hell's that? Not sure if you guys saw that, but like ink or something. Alright, I'm gonna phase through up to Obs. Looks like they're struggling. Yeah, you can jump off some buildings, but it's a little bit tricky on observations. They've got a really big hitbox. Believe me, I thought about it. Might be possible, but I'm not sure I'll be able to get. Yeah, there we go. Can't actually get any further. Need another Marine to boost me. So for now, I'm gonna go and help. I'm gonna go help observation up there.
Keep shooting! Keep shooting! Oh no, what's up? Oh no! We're gonna need them to
Oh, that's a good shot. And that one. Nice.
Sit behind in this hallway and just spray.
I want to get this lurk.
How's that?
Maybe I'll recap the entire rest of everything.
Make him think I'm not.
And kill the shade.
Yay me!
Unless, wait, they probably got aura. That's useless.
Well, there's
Oh, that lurk was so low.
Med pack. I need a med pack.
If you can you drop an armory up here in Obs? It would help a lot.
It's fine, fine.
I need some ammo over here.
Sure.
Build structure at waypoint.
Again, the rock, I guess. Climb hawks as well.
Yeah, I'm just gonna assume they've got aura.
Also, there's a trick. You need to.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy
turn
with
one
those
off
shot
and then
strikes.
back on, so you shoot different times. You can't
Objective completed.
turn one
That's
off
what you
and
want to
then
do
back
with the
on.
shotgun.
It's like an advanced strategy. So that they're all. So they shoot. Yeah.
I hear a fade yelling up.
I don't know, this is extraordinary.
Oh man, just lost my appetite.
You got the hive. Nice job.
Let's see if we just go and get. That's an Onos, never mind.
Is under attack.
That's an Onos, don't go that way. There's an Onos in Northern.
Hello.
I wish I knew what the lightning gun did. That'd probably make it better. Nice! Got 300 on him.
My question
Oh, that was Melty,
Your base
yeah.
is under attack.
Tom, can we get weapon 3?
That's got Kazora, he can see me. He's holding shift just behind this wall.
Oh, no, sorry.
This is a noob lurk. That's ground lurking. He's really lucky that I missed one of those meat shots. And that's an Onos. I'm dead.
Flashbacks. You know, this hangar bay in here. Watching it. Really good for mine.
I heard the gate and me and Noid are fast.
What? That Onos? No, that's hallucinations. Yeah, I was really confused. Onos has never died that quick.
Yeah, the orcs are on the way.
If you've never seen hallucinations, they're quite rare, so I wouldn't blame you.
Your base is under attack.
Yeah, the aliens have done a little bit better, but we're still sitting on 6 nodes. And I definitely been doing a lot of crap like that. Gorgeous.
We're gonna lose all the yards.
Defend the orcs.
That's an Onos.
Hide, just have to hide.
Okay. Well, good. Didn't want to die to one. Well, we can actually see what the aliens did. Yeah, so they did do better than the previous match for sure. But they were struggling. That map, there's a reason why the Aussies never vote for this map, because it is, it's Marine favoured, just because of the way the res nodes are placed.
Those shiny medals are not on our side.
So there's a reason why the Aussies tend to only vote for like 3 maps. But occasionally it's good to mix it up.
Yeah, because that map, that is such a common thing that happens in that map where they turn it into a grinder spot and Marines camp in that one area.
For sure,
And
yeah.
everyone, and no one goes around the back. They all go through the front door instead. It's so bad. They'll die.
Yeah, I was really waiting for somebody to, for a couple of you guys to ambush us from the back. It didn't really happen.
Yeah, you can
Well,
battle
out.
on top of the rocks. Like, if you want it.
We didn't have bile.
I think yeah, fine. Oh, it's small maps.
Yeah,
Totally
you
have
see
spots.
Yeah, usually if this map gets picked somehow on the Aussie server, everyone just votes to change it again immediately. It's a bit of a meme. In fact, speaking of the Aussie server, I might check and see if it's open. Because last I saw it was completely full, so I didn't want to move over to it. But playing on lower ping is always going to be better. And I still haven't got these alien games. After that, I'll be happy.
Medpack.
This map isn't too bad. Wait, is it Caged or Eclipse? Oh, it's Eclipse, never mind. This one is pretty bad. But that said, I've only played... No, that's Caged, never mind. Like, Cage is one of the maps they actually picked in competitive all the time. Let's see if that Aussie server is loaded up. It is. You can see it's full, 20 out of 20. So if I did that, we'd have to sit around waiting and spec.
I do appreciate the fact we had so much defenses, but I feel like we should have been building them again. Like, once that first whip died, we should have got to charge for that bonus guy. Because static defense, you just can't spend that much on it.
Yeah, thanks for coming around, Strider. I didn't actually expect to see you.
Gotta live without it.
But yeah, shame I didn't get to show you any Fade or Lurk gameplay. Because you seem to have Marine down pat. Like, Marine is straightforward if you've played other FPS before. Alien's always really hard to learn.
I don't know.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. We have a fucking Spaceman.
once again, Marines.
So we're gonna be doing a OT if we're doing
Oh, I think the name of one of those 32 slot server was Woozers. I remember it being a bit of a meme.
So right, so before with 2 lives.
It's just so dumb.
Please, try calling.
The game's balanced around 6v6, so 10v10 is pushing it.
Okay, so just like
Well, at least it was balanced around
Build
6v6.
structure and waypoint.
Maybe it isn't anymore.
Pretty much what I'll be doing to support this strategy is you guys will just pretty much be running around and killing everything. I'll try to get some maxed out that will do forward repairs.
Soldiers are under
You guys
attack.
can
So disappointing. I want to be alien.
Freaking RT.
Objective completed. I need a med pack stat. Build structure and waypoint. Objective completed.
Oh, I don't know what that suicide drifter was. That's a bit weird.
Get those RTs up. We're
It's central
focusing on
there.
RTs. Keep pressure down and stability. Just play very carefully. I want central, lower,
That's what happens if you get stuck reloading. If you're ever playing a Skulk, wait until you see the Marines reload. Or waste their ammo on something else.
Build structure and waypoint.
It sounds stupid, but a lot of people don't do that.
Objective completed.
It's like, as you can see, the reload's quite significant.
Power up and
Periscope.
Let's head up to Central.
One to Central.
Your base is under attack.
Good kill.
And I will check that Aussie server again in a moment, because I'd rather play on that if I can.
Yeah.
Save it.
Though.
I'm gonna mac down the
Objective completed.
Melty behind you.
Skulk of this fan.
Yeah, parasited. Nice.
Your base is under attack.
I think that comes out just
Taking out
here.
our RTs right now.
Yeah, Loa's gonna get destroyed. Defend standing.
Don't worry about the armory. Get out of base. Unless you want a welder. Don't worry about the armory.
What man?
Here comes the cavalry.
Under attack.
No, I want to kill that Skulk!
We need RTs. That's the first priority.
Sounds like there's multiple sentinels.
Well, I'm actually not too sure how active the competitive scene is anymore. At least the Australian one. That stopped back when I was still uploading videos. Because I uploaded some games of that. Well, like the second to bottom team.
Get that secured up. Can someone tell me what kind of hive they have? That might help out with what upgrade I'm going to focus on. Do they have Crag or Shade?
Oh, I think we started getting better in the end.
I'll suicide on that. Or try to.
If I remember right.
Soldiers are under attack.
Didn't help that, again, I was playing on that crap computer back then. I was definitely the weakest link.
We'll start RTs. That was a gen start. That's their main base.
Do you notice I'm not reloading in a situation like that because I thought
Focusing on
that
left
we're
side.
going to get ambushed by another Skulk.
Over there.
Proceed to waypoint.
So that's a bad habit you can pick up from other FPS games where you just reload after firing 2 bullets.
One, yeah, one up there.
See Marines dying to that all the time.
Soldiers are under attack. Your base is under attack.
One Skulk monitoring.
We need more pushing left side, guys.
Low is low.
Your base is under attack.
That guy trying to be sneaky. Something that's worth noting is when you're playing a Skulk, the camera's actually in the center of the body. So it might look like you're behind the wall, but you can still see the feet sticking out.
Alright, good work. Get the power up first before I...
That's how I spotted that guy.
Alright, no RC there now, seeing Rabby.
Your base is under attack.
Sanitation. You're not focusing on RC.
I need some ammo over here.
Your base is under attack.
That is a dead lurk. You see what he did there, right? I got distracted talking, so I died to that skulk. But you see what that lurk did there? That is the number one mistake you can ever make as a lurk. Straight lining straight into a marine. In fact, I believe I talked about that in one of my old
Your base
videos.
is under attack.
Get over there.
Classic example of a beginner lurk there.
Focus on stuff right now, but I need you guys to lock down lower and sewer, please.
Central under attack.
You should have patrols going through monitoring, central, and sanitation. Walk them all around in a circle. And you miss the left side of the map.
Usually when I do die as a lurk, it's because I tunnel vision and I do a straight line like that into a shotgun. Usually how it goes.
Your base is under attack.
Another one this way.
Phase is coming up. We're gonna go to phase and central now. I need a group to central. We got 2 skulls.
Yeah, okay. But I haven't actually looked into any of that. So if there is still a comp going, then
Your
what you
base is
said,
under attack.
I'm so dead here. Unless they just flat out ignore me. Weird.
It's alright. Get this phase gate out.
Fortunately, I had to reload there.
Good kill on the most support central, please.
That
Good
Mac
work,
weld
good
me.
work. Alright,
Hey,
build this
I
real.
need some ammo over here.
Looks like... Yeah, it was access heading up to generator.
Careful. Good kill.
Ah! Shit.
Monitoring.
Phase get
29%. Doing quite well this game. I guess being forced to play Marine all this time. Actually helping.
Coming towards lower waist level.
Your base is under
Yeah.
attack.
Go help down in lower waist. Yeah, there goes that guy.
Alright, I want you to team down to sewer and purification now. Get down there.
On the way.
I'll be focusing on your arm glove, Chris.
Your
Two
base is under
skulks.
attack.
On that node. They just dropped a hive in sewer. Hive drop in sewer.
I see that. Alright. New plan. We're taking over DAP 1. We're the phase gate up. We're arcing them out. Get that up.
How far off shotguns are we?
We, unless you guys can rush the shotgun,
Oh! That was a good ambush. I didn't check my corner. Noob mistake.
Shoot your phases, guys.
Did not expect that to be 2 aliens. That was brilliant. Not even mad.
We need more to DAP 1, guys.
Period.
We need to rush the hive.
They have nothing in them.
Your base is under attack.
DAP 1.
Flanking the one of the shipping tunnels.
DAP 1. Whoa. Alex. You... Oh, shit.
Central's going down. Central's going down.
Ready for phase gate in lower waist.
Shit, that's not the case, but okay. Do this.
Build structure at waypoint. Objective completed. Structure at waypoint.
Your base is under attack.
Sentries. Not a good idea to see
Objective
those.
completed. Structure at waypoint. Objective completed. Waypoint.
Where's that vent go?
Objective
Over here.
completed.
Shotguns. We're gonna shotgun rush this hive, I guess.
Your base is under attack.
Ooh, fail.
Build structure at waypoint.
Caught me off guard. Just sitting there looking at me.
Objective completed. Build structure at waypoint.
Just wait, hold back and build arcs.
Everyone's pushing. We have sentries defending the faces. Just push. Need everyone to face low.
Soldiers are under attack. Your base is under attack.
Objective completed.
Go, go, go. Go, Jackson, go. Push. Only one board. Push him. One board. Get him.
Proceed to waypoint.
Where's the tunnel?
Behind the hive. Behind the hive.
Focus the tunnel, guys.
Soldiers are under attack.
Proceed to waypoint.
Damn it. So hard when you get surrounded like that. Hey, what? Doesn't work. Okay. See what that lurk was doing? He's just sitting there and spiking a building. Spikes do nothing against buildings.
Reverse engage.
I mean, not literally, but you know what I mean. I heard a skulk incoming to central there, so I'm probably going to go back, drop a line on it. Oh. Didn't know you could go there. That's interesting. So apparently there's a vent above our phase gate. There's a gorge in it.
Your base is under attack.
Yeah, you better run. Teach him a lesson. Don't sit still.
It's going shift hive. Alright. Time we arc it out. Did not go arc.
Weld target at waypoint.
Gonna recap monitoring. Ah! The ground lurk got me. I was about to say, classic example of sound in NS2. I heard him spun around, got the skull.
Yeah, we need
But I did not hear the lurk.
Fall back from lower. It's a losing fight. We need to push a hive right now. I have 3 kills. Yeah, we need to get that one. That one. That one.
I really want to get that lurk.
Guys, wrong way.
Proceed to waypoint.
Yeah, one.
Proceed to waypoint. Proceed to waypoint.
Upside.
Alright,
Garfield, Nazi, get up there.
bloody
In
lurk.
your face, guys. Alright, get over here. Power should be already be at.
Sandy's going
Power
down.
build this. Don't shoot anything. Power build this.
Objective completed.
Alright.
Yeah, I'd agree with that to the most part.
Summary up.
Only other time would be to grind a phase gate, I would
Your
say.
base is under attack.
Build structure at waypoint.
Occasionally, if there's no other skulks around and you think it's safe, biting a node might be good, but it's very risky, because then it leaves you low on energy.
Build structure at waypoint.
I just generally try and avoid it.
Objective completed.
Every time I
at
bite
waypoint.
structures, I die. That's a dead me.
Phase essential. Still the us. On us, on us.
Shoot him.
Oh my god, my aim is atrocious there.
Cut up. Hold that off. Drop them out now.
I feel like they're gonna go for our base here.
Upgrade complete. Your base is under attack.
Alright, reset your center off of this. You need to reset your center off of this.
Guys, get over here. Jack.
Your base is under
Like
attack.
biting a structure again. Let's see if he listens.
Reset your center
No.
while we're doing it.
Didn't hear me at all
The only small
until I started shooting him. I'm gonna die to Hydras.
That owner was at 50 health.
I'm in position. Standing by. Well target at waypoint.
So if your buddy doesn't have a welder, you can press F. Actually, I'm not sure what the default is.
Ready to move.
Toss your current weapon on the ground.
I'm in
Cap,
position.
Tom, recap.
Push in, push
Get the
in.
money.
You
the
guys
money.
can kill the owner now.
Ready to move.
You guys can
Commander,
kill the
I'm
owner.
standing by.
Wasting our time. Come here.
Oh my god, what is going on over there?
Build structure at waypoint.
That looks terrifying.
Proceed to
I hope that's
waypoint.
Babblers.
Push red.
Objective completed. Objective completed.
Yeah, we do. We need central.
I need some ammo over here.
Oh, we're getting it now.
Get power up, please. Power. Power up and down. Go back,
Your
go back.
base is under attack.
So there's little tricks like this where position yourself in such a way that you can see incoming aliens when you're building.
We're ready?
Your base is under attack.
Build structure at waypoint.
Don't know how helpful it is, but it's better than having your back to them.
Alright.
Objective completed.
Monitoring.
We secured that. We secured
Your
that.
base is under attack.
I'm
building
going
another
to
hybrid
phase
now.
through. Get some ammo.
Alright, all three of you push in.
Oh no,
We're getting
panic.
phased up.
Soldiers are under
Don't know if you're
attack.
still there,
Your
Cookie,
base
but
is under attack.
yeah.
Grabby, push in.
Hang on, hold that thought. Scare the zoners off, maybe. No. Yeah, I don't know if you're still there, Cookie,
Base is
but
under attack.
I did talk about it earlier. Not sure if you were there or not, but I am planning on streaming some other games, like single player ones. Don't know if you ever heard of Ori and the Blind Forest or Hollow Knight. They are both games that I'm very fond of, so I'm going to be giving those a go. I feel like that definitely suits the stream format a lot better. Because both of those games are about 13 hours long.
Well, that gate, please. That gate's low. Good luck, job, well, that gate.
Very different to NS2 though, obviously.
Going up in ventilation.
Build structure at waypoint.
Yeah, I know, they're gonna rush contamination right now. That's the good. Alright, let's get this gate up. Over here.
Missing out. Great games. Very long though.
Objective completed.
And I'm thinking I'll probably give a go at streaming those in a week or two. I think the first few streams will probably just be NS2, or other multiplayer games I've been playing a lot of is like Heroes of the Storm, Overwatch. I'm not a Blizzard fanboy, but I enjoy those games.
I need a med pack.
Man? Question mark? Is it a glitch?
Man, the games on the US servers go forever.
Alright, cover that.
Sydney server's still around. Yeah, we can probably join that if we wanted to. Maybe I'll try that after this. Might actually get an A-League game.
Yeah, it's already done.
Build structure and waypoint.
Keep that option up, please. Garfield, Pond, Red, get that option. Which one?
Oh, Paradox's games are great. They wouldn't be very good for videos or streams, or at least not with me doing it. But yeah, I've played a lot of Stellaris CK2. They're great to play on your own.
Proceed to waypoint.
Your base is under attack.
I'll go
Meanwhile,
recap.
just defend the arcs. Yeah, we need a small team to do recap while we're fighting this. We have enough machine.
Lockdown.
Good job, man.
I'm so dead if
I
I
need a
attack
med
again.
pack. Stat.
I did see a message there in the corner of my eye. Just hang on a moment.
Oh, they have
Your base is under attack.
Hey, I need some ammo over here.
Oh, this is that newbie lurk. He's gonna get another lucky kill on me. That lurk's really low.
Kill Liana, kill Liana, kill Liana. Push in, push in.
Commander, I need
You
ammo.
gotta push in. Alright, kill that shade now.
90 minutes.
You have one target.
I mean, this one's only been going for 20. It feels like 40.
Brad, let's go scout out central and see if we got a tunnel.
Righto. Been wanting that lurk to die for a while.
We did it.
Good work, good work.
I need a med pack. Stat.
Alright, get the power up.
Really need ammo when you get a chance. Down to my
Hey,
pistol.
I need some ammo over here.
Thank you.
Good work.
Your base is under attack.
Check your ammo reserves. I need a small team to recap, please.
Alright, I'll go.
Your base is under attack.
Ready, down there. Alright. Good enough. It's fine, only a few skulls. Phase back, phase back.
That is an Onos.
Alright. Alright, I need you guys to start.
That's rebuild.
Upgrade complete.
Yeah, we need to rebuild and recap. I need a small team.
I'm just gonna hide under here. Might have been able to get that low. Got a shotgun. Onos can't. Yeah, I can't imagine it can go for 90 minutes unless it was on that meme server that we were talking about before. bit of trivia. You said you watched some competitive. Don't know if they still do it, but back when I played a bit of the Australian stuff. Friendly fire was always enabled.
45 res worth of arcs.
So me shooting the back of someone's head would actually be a really bad thing.
Your base is under attack.
Save it.
They're all there.
They probably have aura. I'm not gonna even try that.
There and down one. We gotta kill them in down one, you know?
This looks like it's gonna be game in a moment. Finally.
It's too late now. Yeah, those arcs are down.
Build structure and
This might
waypoint.
be game.
Objective completed.
Got a lot of them.
Your base is under attack.
Yeah, I'm working on Proto Lab. We still have a few res towers.
Tell you what, the Americans are stubborn. They don't like giving up.
Let's hold that up. We're gonna get jetpacks here soon.
I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Alright, save it on right. I need you guys to push up, kill these, oh no, I'll give you, vitals.
Kill the gorge. Kill the gorge.
Kill the gorge here.
Your base is under attack.
Turn us down.
Your base is under attack.
I need some ammo over there.
Your base is under attack.
Yeah, we're gonna get
Three hides on
the
the back.
wazoo here.
Oh no.
Soldiers are
That's
under
retreating Onos though. Yeah. Onos down.
We
Nice.
get jetpacks for a sneaky phase. We're killing these Onos effectively. What we need to do is we need to push them out, secure a res, and get a
Might actually have a chance after
If we
killing
get
those.
one sneaky phase off, we have a chance in this game. Just one.
Alright. One sneaky phase it is.
Excuse me. Coffee will do that to you.
Your base is under attack.
Build structure and waypoint.
If you have a right, you have
Objective completed.
sneaky phase out.
Soldiers are under attack.
Alright.
Do have HMGs. The Zonos can melt pretty fast. But yeah, had that last person concede. Now, it does say the stream's only be going for an hour and 43 minutes, but remember I was talking to myself for an hour thinking I was streaming. So I've been doing this for nearly 3 hours now. I do want to get another Alien game, but... dunno. What's the Australian server looking like? Nah, it's full at the moment. Yeah, tell you what, might actually call it here. Actually, we'll wait and see if I get aliens. If I get an alien game, then I'll play one or two more. But if I get Marines again, I'm gonna call it. Do you not want to play Marines again? And I will be right back while we're swapping map.
Yeah, even if you're arcing, you need to do that, I guess.
It's a 5 res less than placing 3. Plus if you place them in
It's also
points.
Blue badge, here I come.
Now there's something you don't see every day. Thank God. How'd I
Stealing
get
my
to be
points
so good?
slowly.
Slowly.
Yeah, I was at 2,000.
Oh, I'm back to bronze, guys. No.
Okay,
Alright, let's
save
roll
for
the
that one.
dice.
Save
See
for
if we
that
get
one.
alien.
Ah, people are gonna underestimate you. Both
50, 50, dude. That's all it is.
Just like the speed of Alien. It's like no other game I've played. Anything remotely like it.
Does anyone want to tell him? Please don't tell me. Let's, it's quote unquote 50, quote unquote. Is that like an actual on Instagram? Depending on what the average is, yes. Yes, there is. Yeah, high scale average.
So once again, as you can probably see with the little keyboard thingy,
Lower average.
holding control. Oh yes, I did actually get an alien game. Here we go. So yeah, holding control keeps you a bit of a speed, and that actually brings the player model down. So you can do that as lurk, and you kind of drop like a rock. So the main reason to do that is it stops you from sticking to the walls as much, so you gain a little bit more speed. And obviously, doing wall jumps as much as you can. As you can see, that little growl that the Skulk is making, that's when you're at top speed. So if you can get that, you're doing well.
But hey,
You probably hear my spacebar as well.
close enough. It's not good. Nothing's everything.
Yeah, tell you what, there was another game with interesting movement. That was Alien vs Predator. I didn't play the older ones, but the most recent one, which is like 2010 or something. So not that recent. Aliens had a very interesting way of moving around. Like here is in NS2, you keep the same orientation. In that game, it would move around depending on what surface you're on. Very disorientating. Took a lot of getting used to. But I always liked those sort of like asymmetric games. What drew me to this in the first place, way back when. Just waiting on an alien combat look a bit. Oh, sorry, I actually misread your comment there. Lurk movement, yeah. Yeah, well, that's the main reason why I gravitated towards playing Lurk in the first place.
What was that? What?
Fades are interesting, but they're... Seriously. God damn it. Well, I really don't want to play another Marine game. That is really disappointing. That's worse than just being put on the Marine team to begin with. Got my hopes up. Well, like I said, I think I might end it here because I really don't want to play another Marine game. I really wanted to at least get some Alien there in the first stream, and I have been trying to do this for about 3 hours. So I think for tonight, I'll leave it there. At this stage, not sure when the next one will be, but I'm going to at least, hang on, I'm just going to leave here so I don't have people talking. So, at the very least, I'll be putting at least 24-hour warning in next time, like scheduling it in. But We'll see what happens. I suspect we'll get at least one other one this week. Try and aiming for at least one stream a week, because streams are easy. They leave a video there behind after I'm done and that sort of thing. But there is also a couple videos I've been editing in the background for other games that you may or may not be interested in, like Heroes of the Storm. Been playing that with some of my friends, and that very different to NS2. But yeah, I really want to get some Alien games in today, but yeah, didn't happen. RNG didn't like it. So next time I stream NS2, then yeah, hopefully we get some Alien games. Yeah, I might leave it there for tonight. It's actually starting to get a little bit late, so. I'll hopefully I see you in the next one there, Cookie. All right, I'm gonna head off. I'm glad some of you guys actually came around this time. I was actually not really expecting to get that many people jumping in, but had a whole bunch of people jump in. Yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. All right. See you guys next time.